to you after the resurrection that changed everything. The Bible doesn't give us a single detail about their interaction, yet something radically shifted for James. He moved from being a doubter to a believer, from a skeptic to a faithful follower, from a cynic to one of the most influential leaders of the Church of Jerusalem. We catch a glimpse of this radical transformation in the opening verse when he writes, James, a bondservant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ. James could have claimed celebrity status as Jesus' sibling. Many of the apostles, including Paul, referred to James as Jesus' brother. But James identifies himself humbly as a bondservant, as one living in full submission and allegiance to Jesus. Even though Jesus' name is only explicitly mentioned twice in the entire book of James, scholars note that this letter sounds more like Jesus than any other in the New Testament, even those written by Paul. James constantly repeats the teachings of Jesus. If you take the Sermon on the Mount and overlay it with the book of James, you'll start to think that James was plagiarizing his brother in all the best ways. Let's take a minute to play a little game called Who Said It? James or Jesus? I feel like we need a little game show music here. I'm going to read a passage from the Bible, and you guess who said it, James or Jesus. Here's the first one. Now listen, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go to this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business, and make money. Why, you do not even know what will happen tomorrow. Who said it, James or Jesus? The answer is James. Let's try another one. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. Who said it, James or Jesus? The answer is, again, James. Next one. By their fruit, you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Who said it, James or Jesus? The answer is Jesus. Last one. Do not swear. Who said it, James or Jesus? The answer is James and Jesus. Take a look at just how similar these passages are. James 5:12 says, above all, my brothers and sisters, do not swear, not by heaven or by earth or by anything else. And in Matthew 5:34 through 35, Jesus says, but I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool. When we're reading James, we must remember we're often reading the words of Jesus. It's almost as if James is just so filled up with the teachings of Jesus that they literally drip out of him as he writes. If you want to see just how often James repeats the teachings of Jesus, flip to the back of your study book and you'll see a chart we've created. It is mind-blowing. Now, continuing in verse 1, we see who James is writing to. To the 12 tribes scattered among the nations, greetings. Who are the 12 tribes? They're a collection of Jewish Christian congregations outside of Israel. Many of these Jewish believers fled Jerusalem just to stay alive. They faced persecution from both the Roman authorities, who saw them as troublemakers, and Jewish leaders, who saw them as blasphemers. They wrestled with many of the same feelings we do today: fear, uncertainty, loneliness, isolation, and anxiety about the future. James teaches them and us today that our response to adversity matters. First, James calls us to practice a defiant joy. Continuing in verse 2, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Though the trials we face today